Thank you. It's David, and thank you for coming to share with me one of the most exciting business experiences that I've ever had. And well, I am going to be having a conversation with Jay Abraham, and I can't believe that it's actually happening now. But I'm going to be doing a YouTube here, and it's going to be pointed towards the Zoom that we are going to be doing. So you might, can you see that? Can you see that little screen over there?
I can,
Well,
but that's okay. As long as they can see us, that's what matters.
or then it becomes like it could be a podcast then.
Exactly.
I've never done a real podcast before.
So let me be able to capture this. So I'm going to do a visual little intro here, and then we're just going to chat until Jay comes on. And just so you know, this may be a little weird in the middle because Jay's going to be casual with you until we go into launch mode.
I wanted to be casual Jay, and
he's going to be Jay. We get, that's.
I understand exactly.
Catch this for your record as well.
So I can hit recording pause.
Recording in progress.
So here we go. So thank you everyone for joining us. My name is Brian Oney. I work with Jay Abraham, and I coach and facilitate one of his groups called the Profit Enhancers. Jay and I go back about 7 years, and I've had this incredible, kind of like I get paid to do this, where I get to learn from Jay in the office, and just it's been an incredible experience.
Is this a recruitment?
Is a little bit jealous of me for that ability. But today I'm going to be interviewing David F. Small Business Leopold, and he's going to be interviewing Jay Abraham about a new book, which I'll let him do. But I wanted to kind of pull out of David some of the amazing things that he's done to learn from Jay Abraham. I believe that it's very difficult to get information from mentors, even though people that have incredible information and incredible wisdom, incredible insights are available to all of us on YouTube and books and other sources. To really dive into it takes an investment of attention, an investment of reflection. So I don't know many people these days, younger than us, David, that actively take notes while they're reading books. And I would guess that you've taken a few notes over your lifetime, that you kind of capture some of these things.
Well, you're absolutely right, but to your point, I would have to say, unfortunately, they're more mental notes than they are written notes. But I'm a video guy. I love videos, so that's the best way for me. And so I in the last 16 years, I've been live streaming for the last 16 years. Matter of fact, a couple hours ago, I agreed upon a time. Well, she sent me a time. I'm going to have my 16th anniversary with a woman who I've been live streaming with for 16 years, Barbara Weltman, and she is the #1 small business tax expert. She is in the small business tax world where Jay is in the marketing and sales world.
That's awesome.
And so that's my passion, and I'd love to do it. But to your point, with my memory and age 74 and my memory, I need to do more of that. Although, you know what, to your point, I told you this last week when we met, that I am more productive now than I have ever been in my life, creatively productive. Every single day, I either post something in writing or I make a video. Every 7 days a week. And
You're doing something that actually integrates ideas into a way that becomes much more permanent. And I also think it says something like everyone learns differently. You've learned that you're a visual learner. So to take something in by video works better for you. So know who you are. So I think that, if you're auditory, you can probably read books and retain this is just a guess, if you're a visual learner, one of the best ways to integrate what you watch is to teach on video.
I'm guilty of that. I am very, very guilty of that. Well, yes, I teach. I am obligated. I took a pledge in 2011, I think, with the Kaufman Foundation, and it said that I, as an entrepreneur and successful or whatever, I have to give back and share my knowledge, and I have no problem. Why? That's where where Jay gets $25,000 to have a lunch with, and I get like $1. Maybe it'll cover the meal.
Hey, everyone is in different places. But
Right.
What I value about you is that you actually make that investment for others.
I have to. Well, to your point, the way that I visualize myself is that I've never taken a business or marketing course in college. I'm absolutely a product of the streets. My clients, the folks that I collaborate with, they're my teachers. That's how I learn. Now my son, my oldest son in Columbus, vice president of strategy at his company, he got a marketing degree, and so he asked me if it was okay in his freshman year if he could change his major, and he said marketing. I said, Jordan, that's all I know is marketing and sales. So if you want my help, I said, but you're going to learn marketing, and you must share with me your tests. And for the first year, we went through his test. He gave me the book answer, and I gave him my street answer, and we had a lot of fun with that. But to your point, how we have to study, folks. We have to. You and I just said this to you a couple hours ago. It's marketing and sales is about understanding human behavior, and you can never stop learning about human behavior.
So one of the things that I notice is that, and I've kind of coined my own thinking about it, is I like to have a guru mentality. So you tend to learn a lot more from people that you highly respect, and you value the hard knocks that they've gone through. You value, the wisdom, their way of conveying it. And so what I do is I realize that everybody has faults. Not everybody's perfect. But for the moment I'm learning about something, I look for the things that are going to elevate their stature in my mind so that I'm more likely to listen to them and learn for them.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
I'm curious, how have you done that with Jay? How have you made it so that you can learn more from him? Like, what about Jay have you kind of realized and seen over the course of
it's a great question. I actually noticed a change in Jay's tone when he did an email about 2 years ago. I noticed it, and I love the change. And what I love most about him, and it's like me, we're transparent. We are totally transparent. It is what it is. Ask the question, we'll give you the best answer we can give. But I say this, if I feel that I'm not giving you the best answer, I will tell you where to get the best answer. And so I'm going to be sending a lot of customers Jay's way, I guess. I don't know. Wow.
I think that
No, you've got your own business stuff too.
You have a good relationship. I mean, that's a person that cares about you as a human being, and I want those kind of people on my team. So if you find someone like David that cares about you as a human being, you don't undervalue that, because that is an amazing person to have in your corner.
Can you and I be friends? Are we officially friends now?
There we go.
No, and
friendship happens one conversation at a time.
beautifully said. And that's my mentality as a direct marketer. It's one at a time. It's not millions at one time. Now, Jay has found the formula to combine the two. And that's one thing I can learn from him, huh? Because I even read in the materials that you sent me, I even read the words direct response. And I haven't read those words. I mean, I was heavy into national direct response in 1991 with some of the original infomercials that are on television. I was involved. I was on the team, not producing, but I was on the team that produced some of the very early infomercials. Remember the one when Lexus first went on? They were the first ones to introduce the concept of what do they call them? Previously owned or prior owned. They were the first ones to do that, and they did an infomercial. And I was on the team that created that. But and the other thing is you go with what's the best way to communicate. How I have found great success. Actually, that's with Jay and Desiree. They were on my original BCC mailing list, which goes back over a year ago. And so they've been, that's, you got to find how people will communicate with you. Now, I used to track when people opened the emails, but they want $120 to get that. And I said, you know what? If they opened it, that's step one. If they reacted to opening it, then I know, and it doesn't matter what your reports say. Is that right?
So tell me a little bit about, kind of talk me through your developing a relationship with Jay. Like from your side, what inspired you? What did you learn? What did you apply? And then how did it benefit the clients you work with?
I don't actually, at this point, I don't work with clients.
Okay.
I have not had a client relationship I call if I produce a video with somebody, they're a client. I mean, David Amberlin, I've been producing videos with him for 10 years, and Barbara Weltman for 16 years. You have to find out the best way to communicate. That's understanding human behavior. What is the best way to communicate with somebody? And Jay is the master. He is. So I want to learn from the master, and I casually pick up stuff. I'm all ears. I will listen and learn something new. I will not go to sleep tonight until I've learned something new. Until I guarantee myself that I learned something new today.
Awesome.
Well, I learned about you today, so I can go to sleep. I go to sleep.
It's really good. Yeah, I look at clients as anyone that you want to serve. It's not someone that necessarily pays you or invests in your product or service. It's someone that you want to serve. I know from our conversation that you care about people, you care about me, so you want to see the best for me. So even though we haven't exchanged money, we've exchanged value. And
I use the word value today. I was reading something on LinkedIn, a young kid, and he was sharing his disappointment because he got the client to step 15 out of 15 steps, which is buy, and the client said no, and he crushed himself up. Oh, I got him to. Why did he go through 14 steps and we couldn't get the 15th step to close? And I responded to him and said, it's not about. Well, he was saying it's about price, and I said it is not about price. It's about value. The price is insignificant. It's what value does it bring into your life, and it doesn't matter what the price is. And I said, related to that, you've got to be passionate, persistent, patient.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Because we're talking about human behavior, and you got to be patient with human behavior. But what I want to do from here on out, I'm going to do it. I'm creating it now. I want to create marketing and sales collaboratives in any city in the United States, any market. Once I get 10 of those, I don't think I have it close. It's in the other room. I will create a postcard with 10 QR codes on it. Those
I'm going to take a quick call from Jay. And,
Jay who?
Recording stopped.
running a minute or two behind, and will be with us shortly. And I'm having someone in the office turn on his computer for him.
You're having some. Will you come and turn my computer on? Oh, Lord.
All right, welcome back.
I'm looking for my 50 Shades of Jay.
Did you print those out?
I did. Wow. Is that a way to learn? Is that take one shade a day, like one shade a day or 2 shades a day, or?
Oh my gosh. Let's be reasonable and say one a month.
No. I promise you.
I mean, there's so many. Some of those things.
Wow, but I'm
so
74.
many things in them.
I'm 74 years old. How many of those things do I have to do in my life?
Yeah, I mean, the PowerPoint one, Revenge of the PowerPoints.
Revenge of the Power.
PowerPoints, and they're all over 1,000 PowerPoints long.
Which plays into my
Training holds an idea that can grow your business. So that's 4,000 opportunities.
And Jay gives it away, and Dan Kennedy charges $997 for it. Oh my! So who's right? Well, Jay's right. Jay's right. I'll take Jay on that one.
So let me hit recording, and why don't you do a official introduction before Jay gets here, and that way we can kind of have a casual.
Well, actually, the introduction I have, I got to look in his eyes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Is there a part of it that you could go over now, so that you can make it briefer and more personal?
For how long?
Got 1, 2, maybe 3 minutes.
Oh, I can always create 3 minutes. Was that a rhetorical question? Can I create 3 minutes of nonsense?
It won't be nonsense. Go on.
No. Okay, so tell me when you want me to start, and I'll.
When you hear the record button, we're going to kind of transition back and forth between me and you until he actually turns on his camera.
Okay. Okay, so I gotta drag her for 3.
Well, you know, we can
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll be here. All right.
Okay.
3, 2.
Recording in progress.
My friends, thank you. Thank you for taking time today to share with me a wonderful, wonderful moment in my life. I have been very blessed in my life to have 5 mentors that I have been following for almost 20 years, the oldest mentor I've been following. And I have had personal one-on-one contact with 4 of the 5. And today I am going to be having a discussion with the 5th, Jay Abraham. And it's taken a long time, but that doesn't matter. As I was sharing with Brian, that one of the and you'll meet Brian in a second here. One of the things that one of the things that I want to do is to these folks have controlled my thinking. Well, control my thinking for the last 20 years, and actually, it's David Amerlin who, and I've been live streaming with David for about 10 years. The thing that David does and nobody else has been able to do is he explains my why, and he did it in a book, Intentional, that he actually wrote 3 years ago. But as I read the book, I understand from a mind and mental. David understands the human brain and mind better than anyone I've ever met, and he showed it. And he's coming out with a book soon. He's been very, very quiet about it, but it'll happen when it happens. And as I said, I've been very, very blessed to go one-on-one with the folks. And it continues today. And where is that Jay Abraham? I want to go eye to eyeball because he complete.
I am here, guys. 1 second. Let me just get all set up. Just excuse me.
Well, you're looking fine. He was looking good.
I got to set